Does anyone have any tape? I think this part is like setting the whole look. You guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're finally doing it today. We're doing a makeup tutorial. A really requested video, which I love that you guys want to see something else than fitness. I actually love makeup, and lately I've been on the hunt for the perfect foundation, which I realized is not the easiest to find. But I found two that I want to share with you. This video is not sponsored. I just simply wanted to do a makeup tutorial showing you like a really easy, what works for me. And hopefully that will give you some inspiration, or yeah, hopefully you just like this video. So I'm going to show you step by step. Let's get into this video. So the first thing I would like to say, as I'm getting older, skincare is like everything. And to prep my skin with good products that helps me stay hydrated is key to a good base and a good makeup makeup look. Also to think that less is more. Importante. Which is not something that I've been following a lot, basically because I didn't have to before. But now my skin is kind of dry, and if I use too much, it gets cakey and it's not nice. So, a good skincare routine. I'm not going to go into the skincare right now because it's going to take a lot of time, but let me know if you want me to do a skincare routine video. The products I use is all from Skin Health, which is like, they have done wonders with my face. I'm not kidding. Like, my face changed so much from using these products and really like taking care of my skin. I didn't do that before. Oh, sorry. And what I also didn't do before was to use sunscreen. So always prep your face with sunscreen, especially if you live in a country with a lot of sun. I don't, so I'm not as good at using it during the winter, but we have like 2 hours of sun during the winter as well, and it's not even sun, it's just like it's bright outside, so yeah, it's fun. But yeah, other than that, prep your face with a good sunscreen protection. Let's get into this. So I always make sure to wash my face and clean my face before. Obviously, use the products, use sunscreen, and then I'm going in with a primer. I'm not a super duper fan of primers, or maybe I didn't find the right one. This is actually pretty okay. It's from the Balm. And I'm just gonna take a little bit under my eyes and on my eyelids, which can be a problem area for me, and around my nose and a little bit on my chin, a little bit in the forehead as well. I have dry skin, but as soon as I get products on it, I also get like greasy areas around like this that I need to be aware of. And the eyelids can also be a bitch sometimes. My skin has been so freaking good the last couple of weeks, but obviously, of course, today we got some breakage. But it's fine. They're not too visible. So let's start with the foundations. The foundations that I found, I actually got the opportunity to try Kaja, which is a Swedish brand. Support. I really like Kaja because this, as the company says, it's not sponsored. I'm just like, I genuinely like this product and I want to show you. It is a Dewy Drops Serum Foundation, and it truly is like makeup coming together with skincare. And you can drop the foundation. I'm going to show you. You can drop the foundation like this, or just like do a little mark, and then just, this is a really easy light foundation that I really like. Although not gonna use that one today, I found another one that I truly love as well, which is from Tarte. Tarte is not, I wouldn't say it's a common brand here in Sweden, but I really like it. I got it at Sephora. Tarte Cosmetics, and this is a Juicy Glow Foundation in 33S Medium Sand. So we're gonna use this one today. Less is more. And it's better to put a little bit on first and then build up more instead of like your whole face. So we're just gonna use a little bit here and a little bit there, a little bit on my nose, around the nose as well. Sometimes I use my fingers when I blend it in. Sometimes I like to use a brush, and sometimes I use a beauty blender. It depends. But today we're just gonna use a brush. And down on your neck as well. Like when you're tan, you don't really need as much makeup, if you ask me. It's really nice to have that, just mark the tan a little bit more. But you can see the color is really nice, and I really like how this foundation is really glowy and really light to work with. Before I continue with anything else, I like to do my brows. So I have a Brow Freeze styling wax, which is from Anastasia. And I take this one and go in on my brows. And I like to do this because it feels like my brows are like settling in, like really sits on place. Brow Gel is revolutionary. I got it. And then taking brow pen and forming the brows. Brows are like underrated, or are they? No, we actually talk a lot about brows today, but having good brows can do like honestly so much with your makeup. So I'm just gonna take this one and just form them, and then I take my finger as well to just like press the gel in to make them stick. But something I am obsessed about, like during the summers, especially during the summers, is to color my brows. And it's super easy to do at home. I have colors for my brows at home, so I do it at home, and that truly helps. I did it like last week. We're gonna let them sit, and then we're gonna go in with some, it's not concealer, but it's just a lighter foundation. I have a few that I like, but the one that is, because this is also the thing with like your shades, that when you're in the sun you get more tanned, and when like you get pale then you get tanned, and it's really hard to find one foundation. But the thing that works for me is to get one darker shade and one lighter shade, because then you can use the darker shade and the lighter shade as a concealer, and then you can mix them both to get a shade in between these two, and you have like 3-in-1, 4-in-1 with the concealer thingy. So we're gonna go in with this one. This is from NYX. It's a Born to Glow foundation, and it is the color Nude. The thing with this one is it's so cheap, but it's so good. I really like this one. This is the one that I'm like, I can never be without this one. I always have to have it. Even if I don't use it, it's just something that I always go back to. So I'm gonna go in with this one under my eyes. It's not that super duper light. I don't like to be like white under my eyes. And I think this one works perfect for me now. A little bit on my nose, and we're gonna take a little bit on the eyelids as well. And a little bit in this area, and on my chin. And there we go. Go in with this one again. Blending it all in. It's better to go in with more products later on than taking too much in the beginning. And what really works for me, especially around my eyes and on the eyelids, is to use less material, because then we're also going to use like a setting powder, and if it's too much foundation and too much setting powder, it will just be like creasy and cakey and not nice. And this will just be a really easy makeup tutorial that I like. This is my go-to. We're not going to do any like, we're not going to exaggerate or do like, yeah, you know, we're just going to keep it simple. Is there anyone else drinking your energy drink with a straw? My dentist said that if you're going to drink stuff like that, drink it with a straw, because it's kind of to your teeth. Next thing, we are going to go in with one of these contouring palettes. This one is from Kaya as well. And it is like a face palette with different colors. So we're going to use this one. I use this one as my contour, but before we do that, I'm actually going to use this one, taking my finger. I don't know what it is, but it feels better. You don't need all the different pencils and stuff. Your finger works fine. And I also personally think that it just feels better. So we're going to take this one and go in on my eyelid. And I'm putting it all over. Really simple. But you can see the color, I really like I like warm colors. And as you saw in my foundation, I'm also really warm in my undertone. Almost like yellowish. Somewhere between yellowish and olive, I think. From the products I've been using during the years. I am definitely more warm, but yellowish. And then we're gonna go in with a small, thin brush, not pencil. You say brush. Or do you? I will say pencil. We're gonna use this one. And go in under my eyes, just to get it warmer. I also feel like when you have blue eyes, red and warm colors will like enhance them even more and like highlight them and make them pop even more. There we go. Just a little bit. And then we're going in with the same palette using these two colors and going in on my cheekbones, placing it here and moving it up. Taking a little bit on the other side. I always have one side that it's easier to apply on, and it's this side. But then I also don't like this side of myself whenever I do, like, obviously I have a camera on me a lot, and this is like not my good side. This side. And it's actually a lot of girls that I have been in front of the camera with that has the same side. So it's really hard when you're like 5 girls that has the same side. We're like standing like this. And then we're gonna take a little bit on my forehead to get that sun-kissed forehead look. And same here, not doing too much, blending it in. And then I like to take a little bit on my nose as well. And then we're gonna take a little bit on the cheekbones. I'm gonna go in with the small brush again, taking a little bit and putting it under my underlip, because it gives a little lift and a little contour under. Will like make the lip look a little bit bigger. We're gonna go in on the eyes, and we're gonna use this palette, which is from a Naked eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna use the color Cocoa or Cacao. Cocoa? I don't really know. It's a dark brown color. I'm gonna go in with this one, taking it alongside with your eyelashes, pressing it in to get the eyes more colors or more contour, or, you know, you see the difference. I'm not really good at explaining what I'm doing. I just do. A little color. I hate this side. I always have one side that's harder. And using my nails to just like form them. This is also really hard when everything is, yeah, I'm gonna say it. When you get older, it's not easy to... It becomes harder and harder to do your makeup. That's... I know. It's the hard truth, but it's the truth. You know, I've been open and honest as well with the fact that I'm doing Botox, so there's no secret. I do Botox. And I also do like... I try to take care of my skin with products, and I also try to do like Dermapen, which is such a good treatment for your face as well, without... That is not any injections or nothing like that. It's just a facial treatment, which is really good. Because yeah, I want to keep my skin and my face young. So after this, next I'm going in with a blush. This one is also from Kaya and named Cotton Candy. I actually have a lot of stuff from Kaya. I didn't know that, but now when I have everything on the table, it's a lot of stuff. Anyway, we're gonna use this one. It's a really nice pinkish stick. Yeah, it's really nice. A little bit on my brush. And then placing it on my cheekbone. Gives such a cute color. A little bit on my nose as well. I don't know why, but I need to just like... Does anyone have any tape? Some people like to just... But I like to go in with my brush and just work myself up. And a little bit down on my cheeks and on my nose. And sometimes I take a little bit in this area as well. Something like that. Next I'm going in with my eyebrow pen. I'm gonna fill in the brows. And I think this part is like setting the whole look when you get to fill in your brows. As I said before, I color my brows, which I think makes a huge difference just by coloring your brows, and then you can work yourself from there. Sometimes I do brow lifts as well, which I really like, but I don't have the time to do that as often as I would like, because in my opinion, and when you train and when you shower and wash your face a lot, I think it's like 10 days for the brow lift to look really good, and I can't go and do it that close. So we're doing it from home. Coloring brows from home works fine. Make sure you have the right color though. We're gonna still use this one. As I said, I have freckles and I really like my freckles. So I take the brow pen, which is really easy because this one is so easy to just remove if you don't like the look. So we're gonna go in with this one and fill in a couple of birthmarks and then do some freckles. So I like to fill in these 3, and then I use it once again to just make freckles. I can't wait for the summer when I get a little bit more tanned, because obviously this is fake tan, and get a good nice natural tan and get my freckles back. But honestly, I love to use the brow pen and fill in freckles even if I have freckles, but when you have makeup on the freckles, the foundation also takes away a lot of the freckles, so fill them in. I just do them and press with my finger. Really easy to just get them to melt into your skin. There we go. I actually think the brow pen is the one product that I use for most areas and that I use the most, and I just realized that it's almost emptied. I use it for my brows, I use it for the freckles and for my birthmarks, and I also do my eyeliner with the brow pen. I like how easy it is to apply. First of all, I like a really nice black eyeliner as well. It's so nice. But I feel like this is more my go-to during the weekdays because I don't have... It's hard to do eyeliner. We all know that. And the ones that are doing it perfectly, well done. I don't know how you do it, but congrats. I can't do it. And I always struggle, but I never struggle with this one. I actually learned how to do eyeliner better with using this one, because if this one gets wrong, it's so easy to just get off. So we're gonna use this one and we're gonna go in on the eyes and just mark where we put the darker eyeshadow. I don't know why I say we when it's all me. It's just like, I feel that you're so included in what I do now. And then the other side. And it's just really easy to work with. Like super easy. And you can just take a finger or two or a nail to just like snatch it a little bit more. Just filling it in. Super easy. I love a good eyebrow pen. The eyebrow pen is from L'Oreal and it's called Skinny Definer Brow Artist, and the color is a really dark brownish, but I think it's 109 Ebony, B-O-N-Y. What is next? Yes, we're gonna go in and contour the nose just a tiny bit using the same palette. Really easy. You don't have to have like 75 different products. Using this one, going in on the nose, doing a really light nose contour. This is not my best, to be honest. I think it's kind of hard to shape the nose, and I think also my nose is not straight. That makes it even harder. That's enough for today. You know what? I've recently started to use a eyelash bender. Like, it was not a long time ago since I bought this, and it changed my life. If you followed me for a while, you know that I had a time where I used fake lashes. It was a good time, but I like my natural lashes a lot more. I'm gonna go in with mascara and build up this, but it truly helps bending your lashes. I did not do that before, but as soon as I started, man, changed everything. The concentration is real. I'm not either a super fan of, at least on myself, like it looks really good on others, but on myself, I don't like to put too much, or sometimes I don't like, most of the times, I don't put a lot of mascara on my under lashes, because I feel like I get more volume to it if I just do it on these lashes. Just a tiny touch. Just super light to give them a little more life. I think we're good. A little bit of highlighter, and then we're starting to get the full finished look. Taking my fingers, doing this. This is from the balm. We're just gonna... This, for me, using my fingers is a must. And I also take a little bit on the top of my nose and on this area. Not too much. And then sometimes I take a little bit here to get a little lift. There we go. Sometimes here as well. Also gives the lips a really nice touch. I have no idea if I do anything in the right order. Sometimes I do it like this, sometimes I change, but it's always like the finish touches that can change for me. I'm gonna go in with some, hold on, you can't see it anyway, so it's from Kaya as well, and it is a setting powder called Honey Matte. I'm gonna go in with this one in the areas that I know I'm more oily and more oily. And I also learned that you shouldn't take, before I took this setting powder in my whole face, but now I just do it in the areas that I feel I need it the most, which is under my eyes. Not too much here either, less is more. Working it up on the side of my nose. Is also an area, and in this area, the T forehead area. I don't know what it's called, but it's like ICT. And then on my chin as well is also an area that I feel I get more oily. There we go. Setting spray. Also a really hard product to find a good one that actually gives you something. The one that I found that I truly like myself is from Urban Decay, All Nighter. This one is actually really, really good. I've had a few before that not so impressed about, but this one actually helps keeping everything on place. So I'm gonna take this one. Blend. Lips. I have 2 products that I use, or I have a few. I have this one, which is from Really Easy lip gloss from Sarah, with a little bit of color. And then I have these 2 products that recently has been my faves. So I have, this one is from Makeup Store, it's Neutral Matte. It's called Neutral Matte, really like it, really neutral. And then we have one from Isadora, which is just a lip gloss that's called 64 Raisin. Anyway, these 2. Lip pen. I like to overline just a little bit. Super duper concentrated. Okay, just a little bit. And we're gonna take this one. This one is a little bit red, if you can see, just in the middle. And that's a wrap. I would say that this is a really easy makeup routine. Not too many products, working with the same products a lot of times, and just having fun while doing makeup. I really love that you wanted to see a video like this, and I truly enjoy recording it as well. Let me know what else you want to see outside the gym, and I'm gonna try to do my very best to give you good content. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell. You know how it goes, so you never miss a video of what I'm up to. Love you guys, have an awesome day, bye!